Hello techies, welcome to Techie Vedas. Before starting today's session, I would like to request you, if you like my videos, content and explanation, please do subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon to get notified for further sessions. Also click on the like button. The first concept in today's session is SQL syntax. What is a syntax? Syntax is nothing but for any programming language or scripting language, we will follow some set of rules, right? While preparing it or while creating it. In the same way, for SQL also, while preparing or creating any statements, we should follow some set of rules and guidelines. That's called SQL syntax. Basic syntax of select command. I will explain you what is the select command and what are all the available commands in the SQL in today's session theoretically and coming sessions practically. Basic syntax of select command. Select, this is the keyword, that is why we have written in capital letter. What is the column we want to retrieve from the database table? From also a keyword and the table name. So if you give this command, we will get the required column name data from this table from the database. You got it, right? And generally SQL keywords are written in uppercase. This is one of the example. Select is a keyword, from is another keyword in the SQL. We will discuss about what are all the keywords available in the SQL in today's session itself. Okay. And SQL, when it comes to SQL, case sensitivity is nothing but if you write any command in capital letters, the same command in the small letters, both commands will treat as a single SQL statement. Nothing but there is no difference. If you write select in capitals, select in small, nothing but the SQL or respect to database will consider it as a same. There is no difference, okay? But when it comes to MySQL, there is a difference in table names. Nothing but if you create any table name with customer name, nothing but customer in capitals. If you create another table, same name, customer in small letters. In MySQL, it will treat it as a different table. It will treat it as a different table. Okay, you got it, right? But when you are trying to retrieve any table or when you are trying to do some accessibility to the table, to retrieve, to delete, to modify, you have to follow one basic rule is nothing but whatever the table name which is specified in the respective database table, you have to use the same table name in MySQL only. In further, we will discuss about MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle and some other database technologies we generally use in real time. Okay. Next concept. What is a SQL statement? Nothing but see. This is one of the SQL statement. SQL statement is nothing but the statement which generally follows one syntax while preparing it, and the main purpose of the SQL statement is to retrieve the data from the database, to modify any data in the respective database table, to add something, to delete something, to modify something, to add one column, to add a constraint, to remove a constraint, to remove a column, like so. We have so many operations to perform. We will generally perform many operations like this in any of the database table, nothing but database objects. So each and every SQL statement is some purpose, then only we will write it, right? And the basic thing is in the SQL statement, right? SQL statement will start with any of the keyword. What are the keywords available? Here you can see here: select, insert, update, delete, alter, drop, create, use, show. And no problem, I will tell you what is the purpose of each and every keyword here. Okay. And one must we have to follow is once we finish creating or preparing any SQL statement, it should end with a semicolon. That is the one of the guideline mandatory we have to follow. But nowadays few of the database technologies which makes it optional. Nothing but you no need to give the semicolon at the end of the each SQL statement. but while we are practicing and when I am explaining anything, I will follow that basic rule. Okay, I will, when I am preparing any commands, SQL commands throughout these sessions, I will try to end each SQL statement with a semicolon. Nothing but if we end any statement with a semicolon, nothing but we are saying that we means we have ended that particular transaction, particular statement till that part only. From there you can create another statement. Okay, that is end of the statement, semicolon, nothing but. Then what is the use of select command? We already discussed. Select is used to retrieve the data from the database. Retrieve or extract is anything is same. Update, the name itself saying that if you want to update any data in the database, it may be a view, it may be a table, it may be a stored procedure, anything. Delete, sorry, it deletes data from the database. Create table, it creates a new table. See, create table is a keyword. When you want to create any new table, then only you have to use this create table. And if you want to modify the table configuration, nothing but you want to add any column in the table, if you want to remove any column in the table, if you want to add any constraint in the table, in that particular activity, use alter table. We will see all these commands respect to syntaxes and examples also in the coming sessions. Drop table, to drop a table, nothing but to delete a table from the database schema, database instance. And here see the command, we have a command like create table to create a table. In the same way, if you want to create any database, we have a command create database. And alter database, as usually, what is the purpose of alter table? In the same way, the alter database, if you want to modify anything on the database, you can use alter database. If you want to insert any records in the existing table, then what we have to use? Insert command. If we want to insert any record, new record into the table, use insert into. In the same way, create index. If you want to create table, what is the command? Create table. In the same way, if you want to create a new index, use this command create an index. It is a very important concept and very mandatory for each and every database schema and database tables. Okay, index table should be indexed for faster retrieval of the data, faster searching purpose. If you avoid or if you ignore the indexing concept to the any table or database objects, it will be a performance hit in real time. We will see with examples in later sessions what is an index, what is the use of that index, what would be the issue if you don't give the index. Okay, in the same way, once you create the index, you can drop the index. Definitely, I have created one index, it is working fine, but later on I felt like okay, it is taking some much time to search for any column or data in the table or database. What we have to do, either we have to modify it or we have to drop it and we have to recreate it, create a new index. In that scenario, we have to drop the already existing index. Okay, next, what is a SQL data type? And Tech is again saying that these concepts are very basic, but at the same time core part of SQL, very mandatory. Please listen each and every topic carefully, because if you understand the basic things, you can easily understand the further concepts with practicals. So we have to understand the core concept. These all are the core concepts of SQL. Once you are aware of the SQL properly, you can easily understand the database technologies called Oracle and MySQL, SQL Server, because in all these technologies we will use only one language, that is called SQL. Okay, what are the SQL data types? First of all, what is a data type? I hope that everyone might have at least some experience, basic experience in any of the programming or scripting language. See, generally, if you want to store any data, I want to store my name. My name means it's a string data, right? Yes or no, Y or N, nothing but two characters. Characters are nothing but character data type. We will generally say that. String is nothing but a bunch of characters, a combination of characters called a string. One employee name, customer name, or else my name. Name is nothing but all are, what is that? Characters, right? Combination of characters. So for that we have to use a string data type. So one of the data type is string data type, and another data type numerical data types. This is also most important, right? Recording numerical data types means salary. If you want to mention employee department or employee salary or else employee number, all these data available in are we have to create in numeric data type only, right? So numeric data type. And for date and time data types, okay. For example, if you want to store any data in any particular column or any particular field, there should be some data type should be configured or declared to that field name, right? For example, one employee table is there. In that, employee number, employee name and department salary, 4 columns are there. Just assume there are 4 columns. In that, employee number comes under numeric data type. So while creating the employee number or while including the employee number column in the any table, we have to declare it as a numeric data type. For employee name should be declared it as a string data type. And if you want to mention the employee joining date or releasing date or leaving date, at that time we have to mention the date and time, right? For that we have to use the date and time data types. These are the main data types in the SQL. And what we have to do is we have discussed SQL data types, but also we have to discuss MySQL data types and SQL Server data types and Oracle data types, because to ensure that we are aware of what are all the data types available in the respective database technologies which we are using in real time. And these are the main database technologies we are discussing about nowadays: MySQL, SQL Server and Oracle. These 3 are main database technologies are being used in the IT industry or anywhere, not only in IT industry. What is MySQL data types? It should be MySQL data types. See, first MySQL string data types. What are all the data types available in the MySQL? MySQL string data types, MySQL numeric data types, also MySQL date and time, right? Yeah, MySQL date and time. In that MySQL string data type, if you want to mention any character, we already discussed it, right? String is nothing but it's a collection of characters. In the same way, just I would like to allow end user to enter only one string into particular field, yes or no, Y or N. In that time, means in that situation, what I have to do for that particular column, I have to declare it as a char data type with char of how many characters we have to allow maximum, char of size. And I am not going to give you the lecture on all these unnecessary things, because if you Google it, you can get it easily. These things like it is from 0 to 255 characters, blah blah blah. Just I want to cover all those mandatory points, and I want to make you sure that you should aware of what are all the data types available and what to means how to use it and how to work on it. Okay. varchar of size. So here in the char of size, this is nothing but a fixed length string, char of something. If you give char of 4, nothing but it allows you to only mention 4 letters, nothing but Rama, R-A-M-A. Okay, it is eligible to fit here. Krishna, it is more than 4 characters. So if you enter Krishna in that, it will take up to K-R-I-S, Chris only, because only 4 characters it will allow. This is fixed length. On the other hand, if you declare the column with the char of size, it is a fixed one. If you declare a column with varchar of size, nothing but, see, if you give some size, nothing but 10. If you enter any string data more than the specified size in the varchar, it will allow you, because it is like it's a variable length string. Okay, in that we can enter the numbers, letters and special characters also. Variable length, it will automatically increase based upon its size. That is the internal design for varchar data type. So generally varchar is the most used one in real time. And binaries, we know, right? If you use the binary of size, it is same as, see here, char of size for only allow to enter characters. Binary of size, nothing but it allows only binary values, binary data, binary bytes of the strings. Yes, like characters and varchar too, it is also very important in real time, binaries. Let's see, in the coming sessions we may encounter a situation to use the binary. At that time we will discuss about this. Var binary of size, it is also same as varchar. And what is the difference? Nothing but varchar, it will allow the to mention or to enter a string or characters or letters and special characters, whereas binary means it allows us to enter binary strings. Okay, text of size, it holds a string that can contain maximum length of 250 characters. Nothing but this is also for storing one string. It allows to store a string up to 255 characters. Tiny text. Tiny text means itself is saying that to hold a string with a maximum length of 255 characters. Nothing but text of size and tiny text in the same way, I think so. We'll use for the same purpose. Medium text holds a string with a maximum length, and long text. We don't generally use max, medium text and tiny text in real time. Text of size and long text we will use in few of the projects, because the long text range is very huge. See here, the length of the long string, nothing but long text. Enumeration of val1, val2, val3. Enumeration nothing but kind of array concept. Okay, it is a typical array concept. We will discuss in practical session. Set of nothing but same way, we will use in the same way. Let's see, it is used to specify a string that can have 0 or more values chosen from a list of possible values. Better if we work on this set command also practically, then it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, just know that there is a enum and a set columns, means data types also there. Blob, binary large objects. Generally this blob and there is another one, clob, C-L-O-B. This is B-L-O-B, that is C-L-O-B. Blob means we will use this blob for storing the images, huge size of images or small size of images, anything. Okay, clob is nothing but, on the other hand, clob is nothing but character large objects. Okay, if you want to store any huge size of character data, then we will use the clob. Nothing but if you upload any resume into any of the websites like job websites. So it will consider, it will store in one of the column. For us, they will create a specific record in the table, and in that record for resume field or column, they will declare that resume column as a clock data type. Then it will store a large volume of data in the particular column. And the numeric data types, numeric, bit, integer, nothing but numbers. Okay, integer, it is also same as int of. And float, nothing but, see here, for float you have to nothing but you have to pass two parameters. One is the size and one is the decimal. Okay, for this 100.20, 1000.325, like that. For such case of columns, for to enter such data, we have to declare that column as float, and a float of p. Let's see. And double is nothing but it is a normal size of floating point number, and the parameter specifies the total number of digits. Here this is same as float. Double is also same as float only, but the range difference between float and double. Decimal, it is used to specify a fixed point number. Its size parameter specifies the total number of digits. Okay, here size nothing but in 100.20 we have to mention here it as 3,20, right? Point after decimal, how many numbers are there? Two numbers, two digits. So here 2, in that way. And this of size and same as decimal. And boolean, bool is nothing but boolean. We have seen many times, right? Yes or no, true or false, 0 or 1, such kind of values we will store. That is called boolean. In the same way, date and time data types. Date, if you want to consider one column as a date, then you have to declare it as a date. So to specify a date format, this is the format for MySQL. Year, complete year, okay, 2021, like so. And nothing but 03, 02, 01, DD nothing but date, 01 or 22 or 30. And it is supported range is from this is the supported range. And date time of FSP, it is used to specify the date and time. Here we don't have an option to specify the date and the format, but here you can see we can specify the date and required time format as well. See here, we can specify that in this way, and hours, minutes and second also. And next this timestamp, means this is same as date and time, but here this is specific to timestamp, to mention the timestamp in the required format. This is the format, this is the supported timestamp range. Okay, nothing but like date, there is a data type, that is the time, specify the time format. And year, if you want to only use the year, not hours, minutes, seconds or months and days, then use only year. Year in the capital, nothing but it is used to specify a year in 4-digit format. Okay, it supports from 1901 to 2155 and so on. Okay, we are done with that. MySQL data types, SQL Server data types, SQL Server data types. Character is one of the SQL Server data type, string data types. It is like a fixed data type. If you enter anything in it, if you declare any column with the char of n is nothing but the size. Okay, number of characters. If you declare any column with this char of n, means it is a fixed width of characters. And varchar, nothing but it is a variable length. If you declare any column with a varchar of n, means you can enter any number of columns, means any number of letters, any number of characters in it. But here if you mention the size of the character data type is 4. You cannot enter, you cannot specify more than 4, but here you can do. The size is up to 8000 characters. Here also size is up to 8000 characters. Varchar of maximum, we can mention the max directly here. So until this max we can use any number of characters we can. It is a variable width character string data type, and its sizes can be, see, this is very big in size. Here only it is restricted to 8000 characters only, but here see some crores. Text, it is a variable width character string data type. Okay, 2 GB of data. If you want to store the resume, some bio data, some profile, we have to declare that specific column with this data type, because it holds up to 2 GB of text data. Okay, you see here Unicode character string and n text binary of for binary string data. Var binary, variable width binary string data. If you want to store images, right, don't store the SQL or database technology, don't store the image as is. It will convert into binary format and it will store in the database table. To do so, if you want to store any image in the respective table of the column of the table, at that time we have to declare that specific column with binary type. Based upon its size, we have to choose either binary or var binary image. So if you want to store the image directly, we have an option called image data type. It stores up to 2 GB data. Okay, so what we have to choose is depend upon our requirement, whether it is a binary or var binary or image. Okay, SQL Server numeric data types. Bit, it is a integer kind of thing. Only 0, 1 or null it allows. 0, 1 or null. Teeny int, it allows whole numbers from 0 to 255. All numbers. Small int, it allows all numbers between. So this is the means a range it allows. Int is nothing but int. Int nothing but it allows all numbers between. Complete numbers we can it allows us. Big int, see here, it is the same purpose like int, but the size range is different. And float, we already discussed, right? What is the use of float? Means one number is having a precision, nothing but dot 100.203 like so. So in that scenario we will use the float. Okay, float real is nothing but same as float only. And money, if you want to specify some money related data in it, and range is this one. It's a very huge in size. Okay, SQL Server date and time data types. We already seen MySQL Server date and time data types. Here SQL Server date time, it supports the date and time. See here the date range which supports. Date time too, it is used to specify the date and time combination. It supports range from. Here range is different, here the supported range is different. And if you want to use only date, this is the command, date command. If you want to use only time, specify only time, this is the command. Time stamp, hours, minutes and seconds. For that you have to use this. SQL Server other data types. Okay, I think so. At present it is not important, because if you means if I say anything about cursor, XML, SQL variant, you don't means it is not suggestible to discuss about this at present time. Okay, now we will see the Oracle data types. Oracle string data types. Here char of size. Okay, nothing but same, it is a fixed length characters it allows. Nchar, varchar2, varchar, same as variable length width, but it differences in range it supports. And Oracle numerical data types. Numerical data types are number of p comma s. This is precision comma size. Okay, and see here nothing but float, same as, see here number and float will work in the same way. Binary underscore float, it is used for binary precision, for binary data. For binary double is nothing but same as float, but in big size. Okay. Oracle date and time data types. Date is nothing but if you want to specify any column as date, only date. Here only timestamp, hours, minutes and seconds. Here, see here, it is used to store the valid date time format with a fixed length. This is the supported range. Here if you want to store the valid date in this format with hours, minutes and seconds format, then use the timestamp. Okay. And we have seen, right, a few of the object data types, blob in MySQL, right? In the same way, blob for binary large objects. See here, the range is up to 4 GB, very huge in size. B file to store the files, binary files. Here binary large objects, it may be image, okay, like that. Here binary files, character large object to store any information which is in huge size, as I already given one example, that is profile or resume. Enclob, what they are saying is multi-byte national character set, nchar data, size up to 4 GB, same purpose, like a same purpose as clob. Raw of size, it is used to specify the variable length raw binary data. This is for binary data. Long raw, same purpose as raw, but size maybe differs here. See here, it's supposed up to 2 GB. And SQL operators. SQL operators are nothing but generally in SQL statements we use some commands, some keywords, some reserved words or some specific characters which are very specific to that SQL statement and the requirement. For example, I want to just get the data of employees who are drawing salary, withdrawing salary more than 20,000 per month. For that, in a condition, I have to use one comparison operator, nothing but employee sal greater than 20,000, greater than or equal to 20,000. So we have used one command, one operator, that is called comparison operator. In such way, in such way, we will use a few operators as per our requirement to get the required data as per our requirement from the database. In such situations, we will use some operators, some characters, some special characters. Okay, these kind of operators are 3 types in SQL: arithmetic operators, comparison operators and logical operators. We will see what is the difference between these 3 operators. SQL arithmetic operators. Okay, just assume that A and B here 100 and 200 respectively. A value is 100, B value is 200. Let's see what is there in the table. This is one of the arithmetic operator. So what are all the arithmetic operators available in SQL? Plus, minus and multiply. This is divide and mod. Okay. If you use plus operator for addition, we know, right, plus will be used for adding 2 values, more than 2 values, A plus B. A value is 100, B value is 200, so it will result with 300. Minus means subtract, A minus B, so nothing but 100 minus 200, minus 100, value is, outcome is minus 100. Multiply 100 into 200, that is 20,000 here. Dividend, nothing but divide. If you use the divide, B by A, 200 by 100, result is 2. Here mod, if you use this mod operator for B mod A, nothing but it will give the remainder as 0. And comparison operators, we know that comparison, what is the comparison? This person is behaving same as that person, this object is looks like same as that object. he is working like same as that person, nothing but equal operator, equality, checking the equality. And here checking the not equality, this is same as here not equality, one way, another way of not equal. And here greater than, here less than, okay, and greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. Let's see how many are there remaining. And not less than and not greater than. We know, right, the purpose of this equal operator to check. See here a value is 100, b value is 200. A equal to b means what is the outcome? False, because 100 is not equal to 200, right? So false. A not equal to b, 100 not equal to 200. Yes, that is true. A not equal to b, 100 not equal to 200. That is true. A greater than b, 100 greater than 200. False. A less than b, 100 less than 200. Yes, true. A greater than equal to b, 100 greater than or equal to b, nothing but 100 greater than equal to 200. False. 100 less than or equal to 200. Yes, that is true. 100 not less than 200. False. 100 not greater than, yes, not greater than 200. That is true. And the logical operators, we will use these operators in many ways and many times in the real time. Okay, just I will give the explanation of each and every operator, data type. Just briefly I am giving explanation here, because this is completely theoretical part, right? To understand all these things, let you understand all these things, I am explaining in a brief way. Once you once you come to know that what are all the operators and the data types, and we will use all these things. Once we write any command, once we working on the SQL statements, subqueries, joins and everything, right, there you will understand, okay, why we are using this operator, or why we are using this specific data type. Okay, all, one of the operator is all. This is used to compare a value to all values in the another value set. Suppose I am a set, there is another set. To check one of my value to all the values available in the another set or another list. So nothing but what I will use, okay, all. There is no need to use, there is no need to check one to one, like there are 10 values available in another set. I want to compare only one value from me to the 10 values available in the another set. There is no need to compare each and every, right? Suppose I have a value called 20. I want to check, is there any equal value available in the another set? There are 10 values available. For that, do I need to do like 20 equal to first value, 20 equal to second value, 20 equal to third value, like so? It will take many loops, right? It will take much time. If there are 10 values, okay. If there are more than that, no need to mention the conditions, each and every attribute or every value. So what I am mentioning here, instead of that, I am simply using 20 all and the whatever the list of values available. Okay, and operator. See here, that person is very good, and he has means nothing but we are checking a person behavior. At the time, what we will do, first we will set some conditions. For example, for the promotion purpose in the industry, what nothing but management people will check generally, is this person is working all the days or taking more leaves, and another condition, and he is working hard and he is solving all the issues, and he is up to the mark, and he is nothing but taking any courses in the learning, and he is nothing but he is educating the team or not, and so on conditions. So if you want to check multiple conditions in that scenario, we will use the AND operator. Any, for example, one of my value whether it is matching with any of the value available in the another set, any of the value, not with the single value, any of the value, it may be one or more, according to the condition. Between, if you want to compare what is the difference between that person and this person, I want to get the complete data between the 20th Jan 2020 to 20th Jan 2021. At that time we will use between in the condition. In, if you want to check any single value in the next set, nothing but if you want to check this person, like this person, is there any person available in that list, in that set, in that value list? Means in, if you use in, you are comparing one value with a list of available values in the list or set. See, while discussing, I am explaining much about each and every keyword or every command here, but when you start practicing, right, it will be very easy for you. Okay, you will easily understand what is the difference between each and every command, what is the main purpose of these commands. Not means a negotiation operator. This person is not like, this person is not doing like, this person is not playing like. Negotiation. See here, the not operator reverses the meaning of the logical operator with which it is used. Not exists, not between. Generally it is a not. If you use not, that is the negotiation or negate operator. Or command, if you want to check multiple commands, means you have a 10 set of conditions to verify, but at least any one of the condition should be satisfied. No need of to satisfy each and every condition. In that scenario, in that situation, you have to use or. This person has, okay, this person is working fine, or at least this person is coming to the office on regular basis, or this person is nothing but he is at the desk for complete 9 hours, and so on, like conditions. If you want to satisfy at least one condition, not all the conditions, so according to our situation we have to use or, not, in, between, and, exist, like. Is null. Generally is null means if there is any null value or blank value available in the one respective column, so you want to compare whether it is null or not. If you want to check whether it is null or not, at that time you will use this is null operator. Unique operator, it searches for every row. If you mention or if you specify unique means it is just assuming that it should be unique. It doesn't allow you to enter another name with the same name, another value with the same name. So it will remove the redundancy or duplicacy of the data in the specific column. Oh, I think we are done. And I hope that we have a good session today. We have discussed many things like SQL operators, SQL statements, SQL keywords, MySQL operators, MySQL data types, SQL Server data types, Oracle data types. So we have a brief intro on each and every data type. Okay, but remember that we know that there is a char, varchar, and nchar, blob, glob, int, text, image. So we have so many data types available in each and every database technology according to their respective to their guidelines. So we have to use each and every data type based upon our requirement. No need to use each and every one, right? We have to use any data type, the respective data type based upon our requirement only. And from the coming sessions, I think in the next session I will cover how to create the database and the types of databases available. So I will cover those topics. Also we will start what is that practicals. Yesterday's session nothing but last session and today's session is completely theoretical, right? From next session onwards we will see the practicals, how to prepare the commands, each and every command, each and every operator, each and every data type we will discuss, and then we will see the syntax, and we will create one statement, one query for that. So you will understand that easily. I hope so you enjoyed today's session. So until next session, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.